First of all, I have a little disclaimer. In this video, we will analyze the political intervention of the Pope that has nothing to do with the belief or what the Pope represents as a leader of the Catholic Church. So, I have this little advice, this little disclaimer, because I'm going to talk about interferences that, from a political point of view, are occurred thanks to the intervention of the Pope. In the particular case of Aerolínea Argentina, you have to remember that Aerolínea Argentina is owned by the Argentinian Republic, and it has always been losing money. But at the opposite of a private company, in the particular case of Aerolínea Argentina, you have the people that are paying taxes in Argentina that sustain a company in order to keep it alive thanks to their taxation. Taxation that at Argentinian level that we consider, as I said, a confiscatory level. So if you have a company, a private company, that doesn't produce any results, any economic results, sooner or later, that company, it is doomed to fail. But if this company is a public company owned by the government, you will be surprised that the government is able to keep alive this company on the shoulders of the citizens. That's the main problem of Aerolínea Argentina. Around 2000 years ago, there has been a very important person that said that the kingdom of earth was not his kingdom, but his kingdom was the kingdom on heaven. That person marked the history because after that, the Christianity, a new religion, was born and shaped the future of humanity. But nowadays we have the Holy Father Bergoglio, Pope Francis I, that intervene quite a lot in the politics of the different countries. So it seems that instead of worrying about the King of Heaven, is more worried about the kingdoms on earth. Quite the opposite at the original idea of Christianity. So, in this video, we will analyze how Francis I interfered with the Argentinian president Javier Milei. A few days ago, Javier Milei approved his first important law in the Senate of the Republic of Argentina. But the law has been approved quite amputated, quite cut, which means that only few parts of it could be implemented in order to solve the economical problems of Argentina. At the same time, the Pope received twice Alex Kicillof that represent the Peronist and the Kirchnerist in the province of Buenos Aires. And the Pope received also a syndicalist group of Aerolínea of Argentina, a company that has been used by the extreme leftist regime of the Peronist in order to create political jobs, in order to retribute their constituencies with political jobs. But in both cases, in the case of Kicillof, that is, as I said, the governor of the Buenos Aires province, he created in a little bit more than 4 years 70,000 new jobs. These 70,000 new jobs mainly are a way of retributing his political, as I said, constituencies. So somebody in Argentina has to pay for them, but they are not creating a production for the country. You are not improving the condition of the country. In this way, you get your country poorer because there are people that have to pay for this job through their taxation. And this is the typical case of Argentina. In order to pay also the people of Aerolínea, the workers and the pilots of Aerolínea Argentina, you had a confiscatory tax system united with the use of the central bank as a cash machine. So this is what brought Argentina to the economical chaos. But it seems that the Holy Father doesn't understand that. In my opinion, I think that the Holy Father maybe should be worried for other things instead of interfering with the governments that are not aligned with his leftist ideas. For example, the people that go to church on Sundays are less and less. This is the first thing that the Pope should worry about. And then there is another thing that maybe the Pope should be worried. That is the genocide of Christians around the world, especially in Africa and in the Middle East. Then, in the particular case, I remember in 2015, when there was the Syrian crisis, the Pope went to the Lesbo island in Greece. He picked 3 Muslim families instead of 3 Christian families to be brought to the Vatican as a symbol of helping the refugees. Actually, I would remind the Pope that the ones that were under the siege of the terrorists in Syria were not the Muslim families. Actually, and there were especially the Christian families. Maybe the Pope had been, in that occasion, badly advised. Maybe, who knows? And then I think that the Vatican has a lot of not solved problem with sexual abuse all around the world. This is another thing that finally the Pope should find a way to put it to an end and to solve. Maybe it's time to have some clarity in that respect. So I believe that instead of worrying about the different or the political situation of countries or of politicians that are not allied with your ideas, maybe it would be better to think about to improve the condition of the Catholics around the world and to get closer to the people that have the same faith of you. That's my little advice that I can give to the Holy Father.